Mahalo. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your being involved in Kauai politics. You know, I'm just a county council member. I've been your member for 9 years. I work on parks and bike paths and police and fire and roads and all the good things the county does for you. And people are saying, County Council, why are you involved in this? Well, I want to tell you about some changes that have happened on Kauai that we don't all know about, and they're changes that we didn't plan for. You know, we have a proud agricultural history on Kauai, and when Keene went away from the west side, we all said, oh, what's going to happen? How are we going to keep things going? And they said, well, the seed companies might pick up some of that land. Okay, good, because we need to keep things in production. We want to ag production. We're all about that, right? Being involved in commerce. Well, some things have happened. The seed companies, they didn't take some of that land abandoned. They took virtually all of it. And they started planting corn, and they want us to think that they're just farmers, okay? Like Kauai coffee. Kauai coffee is production ag. They grow coffee for us. What the seed company is doing here is not agriculture, it's not production, it's not commerce, it's research. Do you know that the corn they grow here gets destroyed? It doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't feed anyone. It's a scientific research. I'm here because of the scientific research practices of these companies on Kauai. They're not the same as farmers. It's different. Farmers, Kauai coffee sprays 8 times a year. They told us what they spray. So if you live in Brideswood next to Kauai coffee, you get exposed a maximum of 8 times a year. Months go by between sprayings. But what are the research guys doing here? They're not spraying 8 times a year. They're not spraying double that or triple that. They're spraying almost every day on the average of 240 times a year on the west side. They kept this a secret. They kept it a secret. They said, we're just farmers, we follow the rules. I believe they do follow the rules. All of those rules assume you're growing food for people. They assume that you're going to spray to deal with those pests. They don't assume the research practices that are happening here on Kauai. Last thing, I could go on and on. This bill, of course, is about the right to know. Of course, it's about buffer zones. But it's also about much more. People are saying, why'd you put GMO in it? It's not about GMO safety. That's a separate issue about the food you eat. It's that GMO companies, seed companies, are pesticide companies. Pesticide companies are seed companies. Those practices are inextricably intertwined. So we want to know about new GMO coming here and put a moratorium on it. Say, stop this. Don't give us anything new until we know what you're doing. Why is that important? Remember, Roundup Ready's their big product. It failed, right? It's not working anymore. Super weeds have developed that are resistant in just 10 or 15 years. How do I know that? Because Dow said Roundup's no good anymore. We need 2,4-D ready corn. We need to make ready corn for more toxic chemicals. And where did they test that? Right here on Kauai. They can't keep these secrets anymore. This is about their practices. The bill's more than buffer zones. It's also about finding out what these practices here on Kauai, with very high volumes of pesticides being sprayed at very high frequencies, and people in Waimea getting dusted with it daily. And now it's in Lihui, right across the street. Aloha.
Thank you, Tim Bynum.